Okay, Haze Mega here. So this is the day after I upgraded the Razor scooter, my E200 Razor scooter, to a 350 watt motor, and we're gonna go test it out. There it is. I'm trying not to do too much filming while I'm riding. It's kind of dangerous, but yeah. So there it is. I gotta do this 3.5 mile ride again to pick up a car. So that's one thing I use this for, like to just drop off a vehicle somewhere and then ride it home, so I don't have to like take an Uber or anything. So so I got my RAM mount on there today. It's kind of not installed properly, but it'll work. So what is it? So we got our speedometer here. It's really hard to see here. Yeah, it's really bright today. But there's our speedometer, and it has a max speed and an average speed, and it has a trip. So we'll be using all that today. So I'll kind of stop in between, and well, I'll get a block of me riding down. I'll get a video of me riding down the block. So let's see what's up. All right, so with one hand here. Okay, so the scooter is fully charged. Scooter is fully charged, and yeah, so scooter's fully charged, and I put air in the tires before this video. So I'm doing about like half throttle, and we're going about 6 miles an hour. Just ramp it up. We're doing about 12 miles an hour already. 13. Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, there it is. It works. We've gone 0.1 miles, and we got like 3 more miles to go. So I'm gonna probably on the straights, we're probably gonna go full throttle most of the time. If you really want to conserve power, don't twist it all the way. Yeah. So and then I have a feeling we're gonna be pushing, because this thing needs more power now. Yeah. And like I said, I inflated the tires to 50 psi, so it rolls much better now. A little better. I don't remember what it was before, because when I put the pump in, it let some air out. So yeah. So all right, I'll let you know how it goes. I'm just riding through the neighborhood. We are going full speed. We're going about 14 miles an hour right now. 13. We hit a max of 16 at some point. We're doing about 13, 14. It looks like the average speed is about 13 miles an hour is what I can see at full twist. And then we're gonna go here we're gonna go up that bridge up there, and we'll see how its performance does. Last time I had to help it by kicking a little bit, but I imagine I probably still have to do the same thing. All right. Okay, so for whatever reason, the battery door on my camera went bad. It opened while I was riding. So yeah, I didn't get a video of me going up the hill, unfortunately. I did get a video, but the camera popped out, the battery popped out of the camera, and so I wasn't able to get the video of me going up. But anyway, it went up the hill. I hit the hill at full speed, about like 14 miles per hour, and then what happened? I tried to kick with it. It can go up the hill at about 10 miles an hour, you know, the incline, and but the breaker popped. So that's what happens when you ride these on hills and you put a heavy load on it. The breaker pops. So yeah, so I just stopped. I reset the breaker, and then I kind of just slowly walked it up the rest of the hill, and then yeah, so it can climb hills, but like, yeah, the breaker will pop. I guess that's a good thing. You don't want the wiring to get too hot, you know. So right now we're doing about 13 miles an hour. It looks like 13 miles per hour is your average speed on this. I just went through this little dirt section. It's a lot of fun. So yeah. All right, so I'll let you know how it does. I've been kind of riding at a little bit of half throttle because I've been trying to film. Sorry, the video is really shaky. I'm holding the handlebar at the same time on the camera. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's got a lot more power. It seems like it can maintain that speed. You know, it accelerates much faster. All right, so I'll get a video of when I get there, and then so far we're about 2 miles into our journey. 1 more mile, probably a little more than a mile, and we'll get there. So, all right, so we're doing about 16 miles. Actually, I just saw the thing go 16 miles per hour for a little bit. Man, this thing really hauls now. All right, here's me out. All right, here's me here. We made it 3.5 miles. We made it without much trouble. It seems like the battery's lower now. The charge is lower. It's not going as fast anymore. But down this little park. Oh damn, we're under a bridge. The GPS won't get anything here. But anyway, so we rode 3.5 miles. You can see there. I still have power. But when I give it a full twist and there's a lot of load, it goes into the red. So the battery's pretty low right now. But it did better than it did last time for sure. Last time I couldn't even get back to the house. I had to actually kick with it to get it going. So yeah, so there it is, 3.5 miles, and we made it. And the scooter still runs this time. Okay, so my camera ran out of memory. my camera. So yeah, we made it at 3.5 miles. We had average speeds of we had speeds ranging from like 10 to about 21 miles an hour is what the GPS said. I think that's going down the bridge. We got 21. It goes really fast down that bridge. But yeah, it seemed to me the average speed was about 13 miles an hour. That's what it would do most of the time. And then it would do a little more and a little less, you know, depending on the terrain. Keeping the tires inflated to 40 or 50 psi help a whole lot. The chain makes a horrible sound now. There's an intermittent sound. It goes like whoa, whoa, whoa. So I think that the sprocket is not aligned properly. Like I said, I put the spacer out on it, so now the hub isn't centering it anymore. But it runs okay, I guess. And I did lube the chain yesterday, and what is it? Yeah, and then we charged the battery. So made it 3.5 miles. Still a little bit of charge left, but not a lot. I'd imagine maybe we can go another mile, maybe. But I'm already at my destination, so it got me to where I needed to go. All right, here's the go. I looked at the GPS again, and it said we had an average speed about 10 miles an hour. So that sounds okay. We were stopping at stop signs and lights and stuff, so we can't go full blast the whole time, you know. So that's pretty good. I'm really happy with it. It seems like it's more efficient now, actually. Yeah, it's actually more efficient with the bigger motor. That's really interesting. It's probably because we're just, the other motor it probably wasn't very efficient because we weren't running it. We were running it at full power all the time, This one at full power is more efficient, especially since we had the twist throttle. I didn't use the full power all the time, You actually have extra power to play with, and you don't have to use it all the time because it's a lot of power. So you have to actually having a variable throttle helps. All right, here's my go. Okay, here's me here. I got it back home. Well, I didn't ride it back home. I took this car back home, but so after I took it out of the car, I rode it another mile around the block. just around my neighborhood here. And yeah, so it's safe to say that 4 miles is about the range of this guy. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, it was enough to get to me to where I needed to go, you know. And it's plenty of miles to get around, you know, a racetrack if you're going to use it as a pit scooter. Is mainly what I bought this for. It's a pit scooter. So now you can see that the light is just staying on the yellow now, so that means it's not so good. When you twist it, it goes into the red, so I would start charging it now. And it is significantly slower now. But I was surprised that it still had a lot of juice left in it to get around the block, and then after I made that lap, it slowed down significantly. So I would say the range is about 4 miles, and then you could still kick with it too. There's ways, there's options to save juice, because you have this variable throttle. You don't have to get on it all the time now, and you can kick with it too if you wanted to. If you feel, I would just kick on the hills. If you could kick on the hills, and you could kick with it going like from a stop, you know, just to give it a little push to get going. That saves a lot of energy. Lugging it from the start and just twisting it, it eats up a lot of current doing that kind of stuff. And one thing you could do is probably just kind of blip the throttle, and then just get off the scooter and blip the throttle, and then let it go without your weight on it, and then just hop on the scooter. That's a little technique that can help too. So yeah, there's ways to get more range out of the scooter, is all I'm saying. All right, so yeah.